So Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, we saw a good deal more of this at E3. We've been talking about it in recent months. We've even gotten some new trailers, and they've also released a demo that's not all that great. The gameplay is actually fun, even though it's just back to 2-on-2. You can switch characters at any time. You can even switch mid combo. It's mid hyper combo. I love that about it. You have the you have a gem. You take I say gem. You take one of the Infinity Stones and equip it for your team, and that gives you an extra move that you can pull off. An extra 2 moves, like a regular version of it and then a super version of it. So the game itself actually plays really well. It's very fun looking. The story, I mean, it's not that good.
It's like just from looking at the oh, okay, so Zero, not Zero, weird. No, yeah, Zero's in it.
Yeah.
Cool. I hope he's a playable character.
DLC only, probably.
Which is stupid. But it looks... The trailer... It looks like they're in, like, the Avengers headquarters.
Yeah.
And, like, I was, like, looking at everyone, and I was like, okay, so you got your Marvel people. Oh, you've got, like, Strider. He's over there. Chun-Li, she's right there. Ryu's right there. And then X is just, like... He looks so out of place.
See, I actually... X... wouldn't change a thing with the way he looks.
Oh no, like
he is on point. Chun-Li, she looks rough. I've never seen an uglier version of Chun-Li. Oh my goodness. There's something wrong with her. Chris Redfield, he looks like someone who cut off Chris Redfield's face and is wearing it as a mask. Like he looks dead inside. Captain Marvel looks fine. Captain America,
Gamora has like a weird, like her eyes. There's like a weird yellow.
I didn't mind Gamora's design at all.
Rocket.
Thor looks weird. Rocket looks terrible.
Rocket looks like Ratchet.
Rocket looks like a rat. He doesn't look like a raccoon. And when you watch the cinematics with him, that is some really bad motion capture.
You know it's bad when you have you seen the Marvel fighting game for like
mobile?
Yeah. It's pretty bad when Rocket Raccoon in that looks better than
Rocket Raccoon looked better in the previous game on the previous generation.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
It's bad. I feel like they made this game on a much lower budget than any of the previous games. But come on, dude! Like, you're making this game for Marvel, who is now owned by Disney. Like, I don't see how they're letting this quality not be there. Strider looks fine. It's so weird because it's such a huge mixed bag. I think Ultron Sigma looks pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool. Thanos looks...
I like Thanos' design.
He looks pretty similar.
He's somewhere between the cinematic universe design and the old comic classic design of him. So he looks okay. Ultron and Sigma in their separate forms look fine. But it's just some of the characters they just look off. Like, they look worse than in previous games, and that's not a good thing. There's someone I follow on social media and YouTube named Maximilian Dude. He has a fighting game channel on YouTube, and he put it really well. He basically said, fighting games, a lot of what draws people to fighting games is the way they look. They have to be very good looking games to get attention. Look at the Injustice 2 game. It's got some of the best facial animation you've seen that I've seen in a video game. It's so realistic. It basically, you do you remember L.A. Noire?
Yeah.
Do you remember how like realistic the facial expressions were on those like almost to like, uncanny valley levels of realism? It's like that, but much, much, much better in Injustice 2. This game like doesn't even come close to that level of polish. And it's sad because there's certain aspects about the game that look worse in this version than in the previous version on Xbox 360 and PS3. I'm all for a story mode. Like, I think fighting games are a little bit more interesting if you do a story mode, and it doesn't have to be the best thing in the world. I kind of would like a reason why they're doing the things that they're doing, not just there's Galactus, everyone has to fight. That's not a story. But yeah, I'm still probably gonna get it, but it looks really rough right now.
I just saw the part in the trailer where Dante and Rocket are talking to each other, and Dante's just like, "Hey, take these," and Rocket's just like, "Here's my futuristic space rocket launcher." But you know what? Yeah, I'll take these two pistols.
These two handguns.
Which, like, yeah, they're like underworld guns, but...
Well, he's out of ammo. That's why he borrowed Dante's guns. But, yeah, it's not looking good, Capcom. Just letting you know. You still have a few months to clean this stuff up.
Is running out of ammo going to be a game mechanic?
No, I've played as Rocket in the demo. It's Chris Redfield. You have to reload certain guns.
Because that's what you want to do.
Well, it's Resident Evil.
So,
but it's a powerful gun. And excuse me, Mr. Pokemon guy. There's some moves that you have to like take up one turn to charge for the next turn, and they're usually really good. Correct?
In a turn-based strategy game? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a live-action fighting game.
So, like, Link drawing back his bow in Smash Brothers, that shouldn't be in there because that's taking up time?
There's a whole bunch of moves that are like that.
Yeah, I know.
If Chris Redfield is the only character that does that, that's dumb.
Think of it as a charge move, though. Because they are really good. Like, they're the Magnum gun is one that takes reloading. Like the shotgun, you don't have to reload. It's just the really good projectiles have to be reloaded.
I say Link, you can like immediately fire his arrows. Like it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. If you charge, it does a lot of damage. If he would just like, I don't know. I think reloading in some games is stupid. Like League of Legends, there's like a few characters that like their auto attacks, they have to stop and they have to reload, which I think is stupid. Because it's like, okay, there's realistic, and then there's realistic to the point to where like someone hits you 4 times by the time you're able to fight again, and this is just dumb.
Yeah.
But people.
I mean, I can kind of see your point, but I think if the move is really effective, it's you knock them down and take a moment to reload. It's not that big of a deal to work it into your strategy, but I'm just really concerned with how this game is looking so far. I hope that they can fix it before September.